Good afternoon to everyone. Let's say do another extra question, and this is another extra question that we have taken. Why we are doing lots of questions so that congruency concept will be clear to you all. Okay, so this is extra question number 17. What is given in this question? Let's read it very carefully. In this adjoining figure, you all can see angle 1 and angle 2 was there. Along with this, CA, CD and AB are two rays such that OA is equal to OD. This is given in the question that OA is equal to OD and angle 1 is equal to angle 2. We need to show that this OBC triangle which was formed is an isosceles triangle. OBC is which type of triangle? Isosceles triangle. That we need to show. So when we will say that a triangle OBC is an isosceles triangle, when the adjacent sides are equal, that is OA is equal to OB is equal to OC. Let's write given. It is clearly given, so we will just write it. OA is equal to OD and angle 1 is equal to angle 2. This is given in the question, so we have written. RTP, what is given in RTP, that we will write triangle OBC is an isosceles triangle, which means that we need to show OB is equal to OC. Okay, so OB is equal to OC. As we will show, we can say that triangle OBC is an isosceles triangle. Let's begin the proof. Okay, so what we will do, we will use what is given in that question. Angle CAO plus angle 1 is equal to 180 degree, that is linear pair. Okay, angle CAO plus angle 1 is equal to 180 degree, linear pair. After this, we will assume this one as equation number 1. Same way, angle BDO plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. Again same reason, linear pair, and we will assume this one as equation number 2. So from first and second equation, both are equal to 180 degree. So it will be compared. That's why we will write from equation 1 and equation 2, we can get it, that is angle CAO plus angle 1, angle CAO plus angle 1 is equal to angle BDO plus angle 2. And what is given in the question? Angle 2 is equal to angle 1. So angle CAO will be equal to angle BDO. Okay. Why we have equal? Because angle 1 is equal to angle 2. This is clearly given in the question. Let's take two triangle. Which two triangle we will take it right now? We will take triangle AOC and triangle BOD. In these two triangle, angle AOC is equal to angle BOD. Why? Because they are vertically opposite angle. Angle AOC is equal to angle BOD, that is vertically opposite angle. Okay, first one got, we need how many things? Three things to prove congruent. So first we got it. Now next one is OA is equal to OD. This is already given in the question. So we will write OA is equal to OD. And the second part, we will write angle CAO is equal to angle BDO, proved above. So these two triangle, that is triangle AOC is congruent to triangle BOD. By which criteria? By which criteria? By angle side angle congruency rule. And if triangle become congruent, by CPCT, CO will be equal to OB. And if in triangle BOC, CO is equal to OB, so we can say that since the sides, a pair of side is equal, therefore triangle BOC is an isosceles triangle. Okay, which type of triangle it will be? Isosceles triangle. Why? Because two sides are equal. I hope this one is clear to you. Now we will go for the, now in this question, this is very important question that we are going to discuss, because in this type of question can be asked in paper also. So let's discuss. This is the extra question that we are going to do, that is extra question number 18. Okay, now let's have a quick understanding for this figure, why and what is given in this figure. Now the side AB and AC of triangle ABC are produced to point E and D. The side AB and AC of triangle ABC are produced to point E and D. Okay, BO and CO. BO and CO are the external bisector, or we can say the BO and CO are the bisectors of angle CBE and angle BCD. Okay, so if the bisector BO and CO intersect at O of angle CBE, that only I explain you that BO is the bisector of angle CBE and CO is the bisector of angle BCD. Both intersect at point O. These are the bisector. Okay, both bisector meet at which point? Point O. So this is explanation of the figure, and very important thing that bisector means what? It divides the complete angle into two equal parts. So what we need to prove? We need to prove angle BOC. This angle BOC is equal to 90 degree minus half angle BAC or angle A. In some of the book it is written angle A, half of angle A, or 90 minus half angle BAC. Okay, let's begin the proof. We will write given. What is given? In triangle ABC, angle CBO is equal to angle EBO. Why? Because BO is the bisector. Okay, and then angle BCO is equal to angle DCO because CO is the bisector. We need to prove in RTP angle BOC is equal to 90 minus half angle BAC. Let's begin the proof. Okay, let's see. Ray BO is bisector of angle CBE. This is clearly given in the question that ray BO is the bisector of angle CBE. It means that it divides the complete angle into two equal parts. Yes or no? Yes. So we can write it angle CBO is half of angle CBE. Yes or no? We can write it because it is a bisector. So we will write it half of angle CBE. And this can be rewritten as 180 minus y. How? By using the linear pair concept. That is angle y plus angle CBE is equal to 180 degree. So, and CBE we got it what? Become 180 minus y. Okay, so that's why I've written 9 half 180 minus y. Now we'll multiply half with 180 degree as well as y. So we will get it 90 minus y2, and we will assume this one as equation number 1. Similarly, ray CO bisect angle BCD. It means that what we will write? Angle BCO, what we will write? Angle BCO is half of angle BCD. What we will write? Angle BCO is half of angle BCD. Is it clear? After that, in place of BCD, what we will write? 180 minus Z. What we will write? 180 minus Z. Why I am writing 180 minus Z? Because by using the concept of linear pair, that is angle ACB plus angle BCD is equal to 180 degree. That is by linear pair. Okay? Till this it is clear? Now we will assume this one as after this half multiplied by 180 getting 90 and half multiplied by Z getting Z by 2. Assume it this one as equation number 2. Okay, after this we will see same. Let's see how to solve this one. Now we will take triangle BOC. What we will take? Triangle BOC, and we will use angle sum property. That is angle BOC plus angle BCO plus angle CBO is equal to 180 degree. Equation 3. What reason we will write? Angle sum property of a triangle. Okay. In triangle BOC we use angle sum property of a triangle. So sum of three angle is equal to how much? 180 degree. Is it clear? Now what we will do? We will substitute all those values. Okay, we will substitute the value of equation 1 and equation 2 in this equation 3. Let's put it. Angle BOC we don't know, we will write as it is, but angle BCO we got it. Okay, what was that? 90 minus Z by 2, and angle CBO, that is 90 minus Y by 2 is equal to 180 degree. So 90 plus 90, it become 180. So 180, 180 will be cancelled. So BCO and minus z by 2 and minus y by 2, transpose it in right hand side and take it out 1 by 2 common. So it will become 1 by 2 y plus z. Equation 4. Also, see in triangle ABC, x plus y plus z is equal to how much? 180 degree, by using which property? Angle sum property of a triangle. Till this it is clear. This is little bit lengthy questions that we need to do. So that's why we are taking time for doing each and every step. Be careful. Each and every step is important. Now from here we will calculate the value of y plus z, which is equal to 180 minus x. Y plus z is equal to 180 minus x. Now using this 4, from 4, angle BOC is equal to half of y plus z, and from y, in place of y plus z we will write 180 minus x. So half 180 minus x, what we did, we used equation 5. So multiplied half with both, we are getting 90 minus x by 2, which is rewritten as angle BOC is equal to 90 minus half angle BAC. Okay, in this way you will prove this question. I hope this one is clear to you all. That's all for today. Thank you all of you. Okay.